This video is sponsored by Frontline Model Hobbies, your one-stop website for all your modelling needs. Check out the store for special offers, pre-orders and also aftermarket accessories. Check out their website. A big thank you to Frontline Model Hobbies. Patrol Boat Ravine, or PBR, is the United States Navy's designation for a small rigid hull patrol boat used in the Vietnam War from March 1966 until 1975. They were deployed in force that grew up to 250 boats. The most common craft is the River Patrol Force, or Task Force 116. They were used to stop and search river traffic in areas such as the Mekong Delta, Rungsat Special Zone and the Saigon River. In the area assigned to Task Force Clearwater is an attempt to disrupt weapons shipments, but in this role they frequently became involved in firefights with enemy soldiers on boats and on the shore. PBRs were also used to insert and extract Navy SEAL teams and were employed by the United States Army 458th Transportation Company, known as the 458th Sea Tigers. As of 2024, there is one preserved in an operational state. Its displacement was 8.9 tons, the length is 31 feet with a beam of 10.5 feet. It could be in a draft as shallow as 2 feet or 0.61 meters. Its propulsion was two 180 horsepower Detroit diesel engines with a top speed of 28.5 knots. It had a complement of 4 enlisted men. Armament, although could be configured by the enlisted men, was one twin 50 caliber M2 HB Browning machine guns, one single M2 HB at the rear, 1 to 2 7.62 M60 machine guns, one 40mm Mark 18 grenade launcher, and also configuration for a flamethrower on the front of the boat. Its armour consisted of ceramic plates fitted to the guns, bridge and also crew applied ballistic blankets to protect the coxswain in the control cockpit. 2 citations to note. James Willie Williams was a United States Navy sailor commanding PBR 105. During a patrol operation on the 31st of October 1966, an engagement between 2 PBRs, 105 and one other, and 2 Viet Cong sampans escalated into a 3-hour running battle involving more than 50 enemy vessels, numerous VC ground troops and US Navy attack helicopters. For his role in the battle, Williams received the Medal of Honor. According to the citation, the patrol accounted for the destruction and loss of 65 enemy boats and inflicted numerous casualties on enemy personnel. Williams is considered the most heavily decorated enlisted sailor in US Navy history. Also on March 6, 1967, United States Navy seaman David George Allowat was the Ford machine gun. Hello and welcome to this review on Tamiya's 1/35th scale Patrol Boat River, or Pibber. Now, this kit was originally produced and distributed in 1991. It comes in some olive green plastic, not a lot of sprues, but the detailing it is, as you would expect, a Tamiya kit. It's gorgeous. Not an ounce of flash, very well detailed, and for the actual subject matter, with the canvassing and everything else, it is really nice. Also, you do get some little bits and pieces like a transistor radio, 50 cals, and all that type of stuff, but we'll get back to that in a moment. The instructions are, as you'd expect, Tamiya's own. Very basic, simplistic, but extremely clear. And you can get a full rundown on that on Scalemates. Now, the bulk of this kit comes in 3 bits. You've got the hull, which is coming one piece, and you've got the decking, which is here. Not a lot of detail to show for, but what detail is there is nice and crisp. Now, I know nothing about boats, and I am not going to embarrass myself by trying to name bits of a boat. What I am going to do is just let you watch the actual sprues themselves. Now, Tamiya have done an excellent job, although it is quite an oldish kit. There's no flash, the detail is there, and it does come with a lot of other bits and pieces where you think, that is a nice touch, such as the canvas effects on the doorway which leads into the bottom compartment of the boat, the actual top half of the canvassing which protects the coxswain from the sun and all other types of weather, and even down to the sharper detail such as radio boxes, the 50 cal machine guns, and the actual turret that's actually at the front of the boat. For those that would want to mount the boat, it does come with its own stand and its own nameplate. Again, very nicely done and a very, very nice touch. Now, with the crew figures and condiments, they are Tamiya's own. They're not bad. They are some of the very early type of figures, hence it's from 1991. However, the detail is there, the facial expressions are rather good, and they are posed in such a way that they do give off that sort of action look, that it's not a stale environment. You do get various weapons such as two M16s, the 20mm grenade launcher, along with the 50 cals and a separate grenade launcher that could be fired from a Pendle. Also, you get a set of binoculars and a radio cassette recorder. But overall, it is Tamiya's own and it's nicely detailed. Now, the decals, unfortunately, aren't so good. There is a lot of carrier film on the actual stencil work. I won't be using these as I have other plans for this kit, but if anything was to let anything down, it will be the decals. So, thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed the review, and I hope to see you very soon on the actual build. So until then, take care, happy modelling.